Hi guys, I thought today would be kind of fun if we did a Art for Kids Hub video, but I'm the one making the video and you guys are the one following along. So this one should be pretty simple. I'm gonna go slow and we're gonna make a cartoon giraffe. It's gonna look something like this, very similar to this. We're gonna go very slow together. So I started off with just a piece of copy paper because that's what I have at home. If you have an old newspaper that you want to draw on, or if you have copy paper, or if you have construction paper, or maybe you have just like notebook paper, anything you want to draw on would be just fine. Now, just so you can see it better, I'm actually going to use a Sharpie, but I would suggest that you guys use a pencil with an eraser. And of course, you can always pause the video if I'm going too fast, or if you messed up and you don't want to miss anything, just pause the video and erase it, fix it, and then get going. So when we do this, we're actually going to start with the eyes first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this fun shape like that. All right. This is going to be sort of the top of the eyes and then the nose. And the next step I'm going to do is going to be the outside of the eye. Close it this way. All right. And then we're going to bring this line down like so. Now, I always tell you guys, if your artwork looks a little different from mine, that's okay. Yours does not have to look exactly like mine ever. So if your shapes are a little different, if your eyes are a little different, that's all right. So now we want to go ahead and do the top of the head. I'm going to kind of close the head like that. And let's kind of add a little bit of detail to the eyes. So I like to add a little eyelid. So I just kind of follow that line over like so. Just add a little bit to the eyelid. And then I like to do cutie eyes, but I always tell you guys, you can do whatever kind of eyes you like. So remember, cutie eyes are where you have the medium circle that we're going to color in. And then we have these two small circles around it. So if you are working with a pencil, I wouldn't waste time filling this in with a pencil. You can fill it in later with whatever you're using to color in your wonderful giraffe. I'm just going to go ahead and color it in right now with my Sharpie. So really bringing this little guy or girl to life with these fun little eyes. Okay, so now we've got to add what I'm going to call the nostrils right here. Gotta have somewhere to breathe, right? There's the little nostrils. Now the next thing we're gonna do is just kind of put his chin. I almost said upper lip. It's not upper lip, it's a chin. So that's kind of the top of the mouth, I guess, right here. And then this is the bottom part of the mouth right here. So the next step is gonna be the giraffe's long neck. I'm gonna take it all the way to the bottom of the paper. So see how I start underneath somewhere? I take it all the way down, and I don't stop until I get to the very edge of the paper. So now I'm going to do the little horns on the top of the giraffe. And I want to kind of start, I don't want to do it in the middle. I want to kind of find the middle and then start to the left. And go up. Give it kind of a rounded shape at the top. And again, if your shape is a little bit different from mine, that's okay. So there's his little horns. Now we're going to do the ears. So again, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause. You don't have to keep up with me in real life. You can always pause it, fix anything that needs to be fixed, and then jump back in. So the next thing we're going to do is going to be the ears. So I like to kind of make this curved line go back out. And then when I get out here, I like to bring it back down. So I'm going to do that on this side too. I'm going to curve it out. And then I'm going to bring it back down like so. Now, I want to make it look like the ear is a little bit three-dimensional. So I want to make it look like you can kind of see inside of it. So I'm going to follow this curve. I kind of started at the point and I kind of followed the curve back down. And now it looks like this is the inside of the ear and this is the outside of the ear. So I'm going to do the same thing. Follow that line a little bit and down. Okay? So will you go get the dogs, Lincoln? Thank you. All right, so a couple steps. This is a giraffe and he's missing his spots. So what I like to do is I like to make kind of these rounded shapes on his chest and neck and tummy. However many you want. Again, if your shapes look a little different from mine, that is totally okay. And then I like to make just a couple smaller ones on his face. They don't really have the rectangular squared shapes on the face. They have something more like that. Now, once you're finished, if you have a marker, you can always go around the pencil lines if you used a pencil and trace over it with Sharpie. You don't have to though. If you want to, you totally can. For my example that I did earlier that I showed you, I used oil pastels. And these are the fluorescent oil pastels. And what I did was I used the warm colors on my giraffe. So I used yellows and oranges and even a little bit of this red on here. And kind of went in and just added little splotches of color any which way. Switch that out. And these are cartoons, so you can use whatever colors you want. I think I'm going to do a more of the warmer colors on top of my giraffe, and then I think I'm going to use more of the cooler colors on the back. Add a little bit more, just show a little depth when you add a variety of colors like this. Show a little bit of depth, especially when you overlap them and they are similar. And since this is oil pastel, you guys know I can paint right over the top of it with my watercolors. So here's my watercolors. I've got my brush, and I even have, without spilling it, I even have my own little giraffe on my water cup. But I just thought it would be kind of fun. I'm not going to paint the whole thing, but just show you how you can paint right over where you've got any of that watercolor. Remember, you can paint right over it. You don't have to paint around it. I'll show you down here too. I switched colors this time. I picked the orange. I can paint right over the oil pastel. Remember, when you're painting, you always want to drag your brush. So you can drag it down, up, side to side, but you never want to push it. That's when you get that crazy hair we talk about. We don't want the crazy hair, do we? So you guys have fun painting this. One of the things that you can do too, if you would like, is you can add some kind of fun design around the back. And remember, I said that I was going to do, personally, I was going to do warm colors on my giraffe, and then I was going to do some cool colors behind it. So I think I might do that. And I think I might actually, before I get the warm colors, or before I get the cool colors out, I might actually add some patterns back here. So I may get out the blue, and Lincoln, what pattern should I make? What shape? Just some fun, like zigzags?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do zigzags. I have an assistant here helping me. He's my production assistant. I can just make all of these fun shapes going back here. Should I switch colors? Let's switch colors. I'm going to do green now. Okay. And maybe I'll add just some fun swirls in there. So again, using all cool colors.
What grade is this?
This is second grade. Alright. Well, now I think I'm ready to kind of finish my painting. So I'm going to pause it real quick, and then when you guys see it again, it'll be all done. So don't feel like you have to use oil pastels and paint. Again, you can use markers, you can use crayons, you can mix and match and use multimedia like I am, since I'm using oil pastels and watercolor. But you guys have fun with it. I cannot wait to see how they turned out. When you're finished, remember, I don't want you to upload it to Schoology. I want you to upload it to Artsonia. There are directions in Schoology that show you how to upload to Artsonia. If it's too hard or if you can't figure it out, you can always email me a picture and I can do it for you. That is definitely something that I can help out with. So let me know if you have any questions, and I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. So let me finish this real quick, and then you will have a finished product to look at. So hold on. Okay guys, here is my finished cartoon giraffe. Again, use whatever materials you want. You don't have to use oil pastels and watercolor. You can use markers, crayons, anything you want, or you could just do the drawing. Do it on newspaper print, or do it on copy paper, or in your sketchbooks, or even just on some kind of, what am I trying to say? Notebook paper. That's what I was trying to say. So have fun, guys. I can't wait to see them.